in case trouble happened. The weather was terrible. It was cold, it was miserable, it was dark.
I got it working.
But we carefully accepted the danger and the hardship because we had the satisfaction of knowing that we were helping in some small way, perhaps a big way, to assist the German
That sounds
army
like Prince Charles.
fighting so bravely and so stringently against the Germans. We, as I say, steamed round the convoy at high
So who's this
speed
Frederick guy?
so that we should be there if anything heavy arrived. We were usually joined by a flotilla of Russian destroyers when we reached the Kola Inlet near Murmansk. And all the time that we were there, taking in fuel enough to take us back to England, the air was full of Russian fighter aircraft protecting us. I remember I thought after we went back to Kola to refuel after the battle in which the Scharnhorst was sunk, I thought to myself, now the Germans will seek to take their revenge by attacking us from the air. But no. The sky was permanently full of Russian fighter aircraft, and not a single German aircraft appeared. On a lighter note, just before
This is
we
a very
left Kola
political
Inlet
tape.
on one of our trips back to England, we were presented by the Russian Navy with a live reindeer, which we housed in an aircraft hangar in the ship, which was not in use. But alas, the poor creature was so frightened by the gunfire during the battle that it had to be shot.
Oh dear.
There's no time now to describe the battle. Anyway, I don't think you want me to. But as is well known,
God, this is an old
after
tape,
two
isn't it?
preliminary engagements in which the cruisers prevented the Scharnhorst from attacking the
But it's
convoy,
working.
she, the Scharnhorst,
I've got the
made
case
the
here for
hole.
it and everything.
And we, in the cruisers, shadowed her. Actually, the Belfast was alone for many hours because both the other two cruisers with us had suffered damage in the action and were unable to keep up with us. I'm sure the Scharnhorst didn't know that we were there. But all that time, we were passing back by wireless to our Commander-in-Chief, Admiral Sir Bruce Fraser,
Admiral Caboose
the
Fraser.
position, course, and speed of the Scharnhorst. And the Admiral was coming up from the southwest in the battleship Duke of York, accompanied by a cruiser and several destroyers. Well, that was the Scharnhorst, and the Tirpitz, meanwhile, had been put out of action by midget submarines and
Oh yeah,
aircraft.
midget submarines, yeah.
And so the great threat to the Russian convoys had been removed, and we in the Belfast moved away at last from the Arctic, and eventually, 6 months later, were proud to lead in the bombarding squadron for the invasion of Normandy, where again we were fighting in cooperation with our Russian allies, although not in physical touch. only set foot myself in Russia on one occasion, and that was when the Russian admiral in the Kola Inlet invited my admiral. I set foot myself only once in Russia, and that was on an occasion in the Kola Inlet when my admiral and I were invited by the Russian admiral to go and see him in his office ashore, and we were regaled with vodka and some sort of
Oh
fish.
yeah, vodka.
It was a very happy occasion and a very cheering occasion to start us back on our long, long trip back to England. And so, as I say, that finished our time working closely with the Russians at sea. In fact, I suppose that applied really to the whole war, that we saw little of one another, but we both had the same spirit
In mind.
the same will which eventually produced victory. And if I may, now be allowed to take this opportunity of sending my most humble and heartfelt greetings to all the splendid veterans who fought with us during the war.
I haven't got a clue what's on this tape, but I'm just playing it. Sounded very military stuff. Oh, operatic now. Russian opera. Is it Russian? This is a Geloso tape deck, yeah? And Geloso is... I've got the service manual for it and everything. That must be his girlfriend. He loves her. I wonder if they're going to do some Christmas stuff. Sorry, I'm shaking a bit. It's a very interesting machine, this. Oh, tape's nearly running out. That's the capstan motor, no, the flywheel. Capstan flywheel. Capstan motor under there. Oh, I've serviced that. Oh, that's the end. The end of the tape. There it goes.